Let's get RBT to
1 million
subscribers by Christmas. He's the best Madden scientist there is. I subscribe to him, and if you don't subscribe to, your favorite team is going to lose to the I'm not saying that team.
Dudes, I am a sleepy boy. A very sleepy boy. And I thought I had all my work already done for today. And then out of the fire pits of hell, we had to have some more huge Madden 21 leaks. Some stuff I don't think you've seen on YouTube or on the internet yet, unless you do follow me on Twitter, which you might want to. Link in the description box below, little plug there. But some pretty interesting leaks that we did have. Gonna give my in-depth scientific analysis on the new Madden 21 leak news. Still don't have my lab coat yet, but I have this nice little monkey shirt. As you see, my big belly. Trying to do a lot of cardio to get rid of this belly. Big belly, but look at this. My mom literally got me this shirt. But the video's not about my belly and my monkey shirt. It's about Madden 21 leak news. As we get into that, before we do, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Why should you subscribe? Because if and only if we do hit 600k subscribers by the launch of Madden 21, which is on August 28th. So we have about a month and a half to go. We were going to be giving away 10 copies of Madden 21. 5 on Xbox, 5 on PlayStation 4. It's like a $700 value worth of stuff being given away, but that's if and only if we do hit 600k by August 28th. So make sure to take that millisecond that it does take to click that subscription button if you have it. We're giving away 2 copies either way, 2 on Xbox, 2 on PS4. Only open to subscribers though, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't. And also, I uploaded a pretty neat video I thought earlier today, and it kind of ended up like performing like a stinker. But the more views it gets, the more money I have to spend on Madden 21. So if you want me to spend more money on Madden 21, click the link in the description box below or in the pinned comment to watch the video from earlier today. Just if you click it, you get the view, and there's more money I gotta spend. Too much freaking self-promotion and too much belly bouncing. Time to get into the leaked news. Oh man, look at that dude. Still got a bedhead. Absolute freaking stinker. We're not hair connoisseurs around here. We're not salonists. We are Madden scientists. As here, the first few screenshots are nothing too crazy, but apparently, once again, how did this happen? People somehow got into the Madden 21 beta, although it was closed like 2 weekends ago. They were still able to play it, get some leaked screenshots, and unfortunately, I think they just updated it last night again, and nobody can do this anymore, but it's the last probably leaked screenshots we're gonna get for Madden 21 until they release some stuff. But the first few were nothing too wild, but then we get into some crazy stuff. So I guess this is like the game loading screen. You have some different screens you can see. First one we get here is test out new gameplay strategies. Stay in control on both sides of the ball with new gameplay strategies and responsive mechanics. Disrupt the offense with fluid right stick pass rush moves or chain together evasive moves on the skill stick to gain space from the defense. Once again, like this is stuff we've already known. They're adding in a bunch of user controlled pass rush moves for defensive linemen. That's obviously like we knew that, and also we knew that there's a lot more stick skill kind of movements you can use with your ball carrier on offense. So this screen, once again, nothing too crazy, but just wait. Just freaking wait. Next one we get is Face of the Franchise, Rise to Fame. Once again, kind of some stuff we already knew, but we get a little sneak peek of little Phillip over there. He definitely looks like a goddamn freaking Phillip. But as we see Phillip right there, it does say start your journey in high school and make your way to stardom as an NFL quarterback, running back, or wide receiver. Face the Franchise Madden 21 features new colleges and more choices to take control of your fate and shape your story. If you are a fan of the channel and a scientist yourself, you probably knew about all this, but for the young bucks out there, the new ones to the channel, Face of the Franchise, a big overhaul this year. You're actually able to start in high school. You're actually able to kind of customize your high school as well. You can make your high school if you want to, and you have to choose from a couple of logos, but you can kind of customize a little bit. You play a high school season, then you go into college, and in your college season, you get to play 2 college seasons. We still don't know how many games you get to play. The only way they worded it was 2 college football seasons, but we do know you at least get to play 2 playoff runs. But while you're in college, you do have the opportunity to convert to running back or wide receiver. So last year, the main complaint was you had to play as freaking quarterback. Well, this year, you at least have the chance, while you're in college, to convert to running back or wide receiver. And if you do that, you'll be able to play running back or wide receiver in the NFL. But you at least get to play bare minimum 2 college football playoff runs. And then obviously you get to the NFL, you get drafted, and apparently there's a lot more storylines and everything like that once you do get into the NFL. Last year it was a stinker once you got into the league after the first season or second season. It was basically like you were playing a regular freaking franchise mode as a player, which was just absolute freaking stinker. There's nothing to it. But this year apparently there's storylines and all kinds of stuff you go through throughout your entire career. So I think Face of the Franchise is going to be probably one of the most fun modes this year in Madden 21. And also there are a few new colleges. I think Texas Tech got taken out and one other school got taken out. Michigan State's a new school. Who's the other one? Michigan State and Nebraska. Those are the 2 new schools. I can't think of the one that they took out, but they didn't add those. They replaced them. So Texas Tech is out, and there's one more. But at least we have 2 schools that we can choose from that are new in Madden 21. Now, I still don't know how the college football seasons are going to go, but once again, at least last year, you played the playoff, you played the semifinal, and you played the national championship. If you won the semifinal, this year, you at least get to play 2 seasons of that. Who knows so far if we get to play actually regular season games. Now, with that, next one, new stories, new experiences all season long. Discover new experiences with Seasons, a 5-part journey that starts at kickoff and ends with a wave of superstars. Be on the lookout for new gear, collabs, and more with every season update. Dog, I have no clue what this means, but this is where things start to get interesting. The reason I think this is pretty big, I think what this is kind of saying is we're sort of gonna have like a season pass in Madden, kind of like you see like the battle passes, like Fortnite season pass and like Call of Duty. And the reason I think this is for sure confirming that is I've talked about it on the channel. We all know that FIFA is made by EA Sports as well. It's like their main money maker. They sell twice as many copies of FIFA as they do Madden. They seem to come out with a whole new game mode or new feature in FIFA, and then Madden copies it the next year. They did that with Long Shot. FIFA had like a story mode, and then the next year they added Long Shot with the draft mode, with like MUT Draft. They had it in FIFA first. The year before that, they had a Volta mode, which is like kind of FIFA Street last year, and this year we're getting the Yard, which we'll see something big about that in just a second. And also last year, in their Ultimate Team and kind of in general, they added like a season pass. As you like kind of got through the season pass and you got experience, you played more games, completed objectives, more points you got, you unlocked a bunch of things, whether it be like FIFA points, you unlocked, I don't even know if FIFA points were a thing, but you got coins sometimes, you got players, you got uniforms, stuff like that. So that's kind of what it sounds like here. Like maybe you can get custom uniforms for your Ultimate Team, and I'm not sure if it's kind of sounds like it's not just strictly for Ultimate Team. It says with the wave of superstars. I'm wondering if this will also kind of help you get more stuff for your player in the Yard. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but just like a season pass in Madden, like I think it's going to be cool. Like obviously you have to pay money for it, probably like $5 to unlock the season pass, but like that'll kind of probably avoid you from having to spend a lot of money on MUT points. So I think this is a huge dub. As we move on to the next one, this is where things get super cool as we kind of see the first leaked screenshot of the Yard gameplay, which number one, I have never seen somebody play backyard football in full-on helmets and pads, so that's a little disappointing. I was expecting it to be like you're actually out there in freaking goddamn t-shirt and Wrangler jeans like you'd see Brett Favre in all those commercials, but apparently they're in helmets and pads. Now this kind of screams at me and tells me that EA was too lazy and didn't want to make like complete different new player models like they did in Long Shot, where like in the cutscenes you just play with your freaking in your shorts and shirts, which is weird because they have the player models already for the face of the franchise when you go to the combine and stuff like that and in practice mode. But unfortunately, it looks like you're going to be wearing uniforms and stuff, but you probably will be able to customize that as you kind of get through the season pass or whatever they end up calling it this year for Madden 21, as we kind of just saw. But as long as you get to customize your team, uniforms, your helmet, stuff like that, it's going to be super dope, I believe. But as it says right here, the Yard, squad up and take on the world. The Yard brings all new gameplay for you to tackle solo or with your friends. Create and customize your avatar. So obviously you get to create and customize your player, but they call it an avatar. Then go all out on fields across the globe as you take on dynamic challenges in Madden's newest mode. So I'm wondering if there's more than just like player versus player. I'm wondering if there's like kind of like a story mode to this as well. Like, is it like just like play your friend or play with your friends against other people, or can you kind of play solo like for a little story mode? That's kind of what I'm expecting. Maybe it's more just like simply like solo challenges like you get in MUT. But I think it's neat, and the reason why I'm so happy about this is because a lot of people were super mad at the Volta mode in FIFA, which is basically the rendition of what the Yard is, but for soccer and for FIFA, because like it's a fun mode, like FIFA Street kind of stuff, but there is no option to play with or against your friends. You had to play against random freaking people or with random people. So obviously off the bat, we get to see you can play solo or with your friends. So right at the bat, it's going to be fun because you can play with people that you want to. How can you add a mode like this and not play with your friends? Like why did they do that? Like stupid. But it's super solid. And once again, we get to see the first kind of leaked screenshot of the Yard gameplay. So helmet, uniforms, confirmed. But you are going to be, like it said, able to customize your avatar, your uniform, stuff like that. Next, we get this, and this is where it kind of starts to sound like my part in NBA 2K. I don't know why I just, when I made the first video in the yard, I didn't reference 2K, because this is kind of exactly how this is, 2K in my part. But build your rep, earn your cred, level up your new Madden rank when you complete objectives across the game or in Madden NFL Mobile. As you build your rep, you'll unlock new gear for your avatar and earn cred to spend comeback each day for new challenges. So once again, super neat, and I guess this is, I'm wondering if this is your yard character, or this is like just it has to be. When they say your avatar and they called like the player in the yard in that last screenshot, your avatar, this has to be your player, your avatar for the yard. So once again, the more challenges you complete, more things you do throughout the season. I'm not sure if this is just talking about a season or just like the more you level up your player, kind of like you do in your park. You get more gear, you get all kinds of different stuff. So building your rep, earning your cred, like this kind of stuff excites me. Like this is so much fun. Like we now have a story mode, like Face of the Franchise. Obviously you get your Ultimate Team stuff. You have franchise we get to in a second. And you have the yard now, which is like a My Park thing. So we're getting all these different game modes in Madden. If they could just finally fix franchise mode, Madden could actually become the game, the fun game that have all these different options for all these different type of players, like for what they want, whether they want a realistic, like kind of franchise type, you know, experience, a fun like My Park with my friends kind of thing, or want to play Ultimate Team, try to get good at the game, or like it's just so many different things. If they can just fix franchise mode, this game could literally be taken to the next level, because everybody who has their different desires in terms of wanting to have fun on a football game will have a game mode that they can kind of adapt to and play. So this is neat, this is fun, I like this. And last leak screenshot we have here says find your fit. Customize your avatar from head to toe with a variety of jerseys, accessories, and more. Keep an eye out for new gear drops throughout the year and connect your Madden NFL mobile account to use your cosmetics both in-game and on mobile. So I'm guessing this is kind of saying, if you play Madden mobile, you can kind of carry over, like you can keep your avatar on console and on Madden mobile, so you kind of could play both and then just kind of just level up however you wanted to. But once again, the thing I think is cool about this is accessories. You get, obviously, with a variety of jerseys, accessories, and more. So like, are they adding anything new? Like, are you gonna be able to get like sick face mask, like kind of different chin straps, different freaking visors, different mouthpieces, gloves, stuff like that. So once again, you kind of can just customize your character however you want to with the stuff that you unlock throughout the season as you progress your player. I'm excited, dudes. Like this stuff, like as much as I hate that franchise mode just took a back seat and they didn't do too much, at least we have something to be excited about and be happy about. Obviously, we still want to put pressure on them and tell them to fix franchise mode, because once they do that, I'm not going to say we're going to have a perfect game. But like, once they fix franchise mode, we're going to have about a 5 million times better game than we had last year and the year before, because you have so much more stuff you can do. So all in all, these leaked screenshots, once again, made me pretty freaking happy.